1337 FM. Talk Radio.
Engage.
Hey guys, this is Matt from 1337 FM Nerd Talk Radio, and since Mark and Mike have their own little segments on this channel, I figured I could sort of extend the same courtesy to myself. And I happen to notice that what we're doing is all our little hobbies. Like Mike likes, he's really into sort of, sound and video games, and he's got a really good ear for it, and he knows a lot more old video games than I do. So he's doing the VGM Mondays, which is I'm quite enjoying because I like to, we at work we talk about this stuff all the time. And Mark is actually quite a very skilled artist, so he's doing the speed draws, and they're very impressive. I mean, I would never be able to do anything like that. So what I'm going to start doing, since I play a whole lot of video games, perhaps too many, I'm going to start Let's Play Saturday. Every Saturday I might upload a footage of me playing one of my various video games. I mean, it goes from FPSs like Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4, Overwatch, to older games like Heroes of Might and Magic 3, Rome Total War, World of Warcraft, anything that really strikes my fancy. And I mean, I have fun playing them, and I'm going to include a sort of commentary over them. Hopefully we can get just more content on the channel, just more things to put to our name. So here's the first one, me playing some Battlefield 1, and I'm not going to lie, I'm not doing very good at it. But I mean, I had a good time playing it, so hopefully you guys have a good time watching it. Here we go. And the map that we were given for Battlefield 1, the beta, was, I think, somewhere in the Ottoman Empire, because as you can see, it's a desert. And it's pretty cool. It was a really big open map, probably one of the bigger ones I've seen. And they got things like this gun, there's a field gun's anti-tank, and you have to manually operate it and turn it, and I thought it was a really cool addition. Something never really included in previous games. And I tried to res this guy. I don't know what's going on. There's a few things I noticed about this. There's a few of the mechanics are a bit still a bit funny. I do realize it's the beta, and there's a reason we're playing it, so we can hash out all the problems. We can some dice can fine tune everything. And another thing I really enjoy is this sort of spawning screen, where you actively, you see the entire battle going on from a top-down view. And I thought that was a really cool little addition. Previous Battlefield games, it'll just show a map with dots. And, I just thought it was a little touch of sort of, not realism, but horses have too much health, it's unreal. I just thought it was really cool, little touch to the game. And I'm glad they kept destructible environments. One big addition they have over Call of Duty, in my opinion. But as you can see, I'm not very good at this. It was the beta, and I'm not the best FPS player ever. I get easily frightened. I'm like a deer. And usually when I'm running around a corner and there's an ally, I freak out and I just shoot. And oftentimes I miss them. Like that guy. Boom, boom. And that's it, I guess. Like I said, I'm not an FPS player, but now and again, I love to get into it. My blood just sort of screams, and I just go, "Arr," and I just get that fear, frenzy about me. Another thing I really enjoyed about this is every gun they gave you, except for the marksman, I think it's called, are all iron sights. Because you have to think about it, back in World War I, everyone, except for obviously snipers and marksmen, had iron sights. And I thought that was cool because I think there's a little too much customization going on in Battlefield and Call of Duty games. And that guy died as soon as I rezzed him. And there's an enemy in the other room. But look at my terrible shooting. Yeah, like I said, I really enjoy this game for many reasons, and I'm a big history buff. Those damn things are so overpowered. They have too much health, they're both do too much damage, and everyone says, well, it's a tank, it's supposed to be overpowered. I'm like, you know what, if we're going to sort of lend to real life here, I'm also not a soldier, Are they going to allow my pudgy, curvy frame to run a few steps and get out of breath? I mean, how far are we going to take the realism here? I think realism, while it's very good, I would still prefer fun. And like I said, I appreciate realism, but I also want the game itself to be fun. And in order to be fun, it has to be balanced. And the one big complaint I do have with the beta, and probably the upcoming game, is the armored train. It's a little too overpowered. It lasts a little too long. And if you try to say, well, it's a little too overpowered, everyone's like, well, you just blow it up. Just blow it up with dynamite. You can't get handy to the damn thing. You can't get within 100 meters where they can instantly exploded. So how does that work out for you there, bro? I also have to realize, and I don't think there were any actual rocket launchers. I mean, like sort of bazookas or Panzerfausts or whatever they were called back then. I'm not sure. I'm a lot more versed on World War II than World War I. I should probably get educated upon it. It's an interest of mine, sort of world history, military history. But yeah, like again, lag was a big problem in this beta. I mean, obviously there was like 12 million people playing it. The servers can really only handle so much at a time, and lag and my noobness to the bullet physics was a big detriment to my gameplay. You really have to lead the target like that, and that's something I'm very not used to. Obviously, playing very fast-paced FPSs like Counter-Strike, Overwatch, you don't really have to lead them unless you play a Hanzo or something. And anyone who says, "Oh, I made a Hanzo," like I do not want anything to do with you in my entire life. Hanzo mains can go screw themselves. God. That's just my opinion, and I'm a sour old but that's it. Speaking of sour old, Nick Blake, screw that guy. I will take, as I said, a bit of time every video, every recording to call him out and talk about that guy. But yeah, like, this is the only map that we got in this game, and like you just seen, there was a lot of sort of frame rate issues and sort of freezing issues, and it's not on my hardware's point. I have a very high-end gaming PC, and it was mostly just sort of on the game's end of things. And you know, I understand it completely. It's a beta. Everyone has to sort of find the problems for the developer, and I got no problems with stuff like this. But once it's released, see, look, I get frightened easily. I'm like a deer. I think I'm just so on edge playing these games because I have such... I don't have bad reaction time, I have bad aim. And playing on a mouse is so much better than playing on a console. And like I said, a really big problem I had with this game is that someone with a higher tick rate... there was a word that my friend always talks about. I think it's tick rate or net rate or something like that. Their internet literally comes faster than them, and it goes back to the server faster than mine will. So therefore, they'll see me maybe half a second before I'll see them, and they'll light me up, and I'll just kind of have to die just by seeing a guy for like less than half a second. And I'm like, oh, that's fun, but you know, first world problems. A big thing that they introduced in this, which I thought was awesome and hilarious, I couldn't figure out the grenade button, was the advent of bayonet charges, which is, to me, the coolest thing ever. Just because you're sprinting, you hold the melee button, and your guy just sort of winds himself up, pumps himself up, and just starts screaming while holding his gun up in the air, ready for like a bayonet charge. And if you sort of come into contact with anybody in melee range, you'll just stick them with your bayonet. And it is the most satisfying thing I think I've ever had in an FPS, just because it's just such a little F you know. Yeah, see, like exactly like that. They'll see me, but it feels like they'll see me before I see them. But it's that typical, "What? That's bullshit. How did he get me?" That's a very, very FPS sort of mindset, and everybody sort of attests to that. And you know, it's a big running joke, but oh god, There's another really cool thing. They put so much detail into the planes in this game. It's unbelievable. Like you can hear like the wires whistling in the wind. You can also hit a tree and die. The top the top of a tree. Oh, and the planes have done very well in this game. There's one, I think, I'm not sure what it is. I think it's a heavy. Either there's a fighter, there's a dogfighter, and then there's a bomber or something. See, like you go into the front here. This gun is crazy overpowered, and just watch, like I rack up kills with this, and I'm thinking, what the hell does this gun shoot? But I just one thing I kept admiring, because I kept looking sort of obviously the flanks, and admiring the actual level of detail they went into, putting in these planes, because you'll see like the stators and the rotors, you'll see the props when it's going slow. You can see so much detail in this, and I was very, very impressed, because I love old planes and old trucks and old tanks and World War I stuff, and except for obviously I didn't have there's a level of gameplay to this realism, but oh god, this guy. Yeah, there was a big problem in the beta, where your pilot, for one reason or another, would just sort of bail, and you didn't. He's flying, bro. When his pilot would just jump out, and he's just like, "Okay, thanks, bye." And then you're kind of like, "Why are we falling down?" And you're kind of looking around in your gunner seat, and you realize that the little pilot slot, yeah, there's no one there. And oftentimes you would crash, or you would jump out into really hostile territory and die. Sort of scumbag pilot situation. But yeah, a lot of this game you will just be running. A lot of this game you'll be trying to get to a point, or to a sort of a fight. And it is. I find it sets good pacing for it, because Call of Duty is like the maps are like the size of my apartment, and there's 10 guys in there with these super fast, super high damage SMGs, of course, and it's just sort of foaming at the mouth gameplay, what I call it. This is sort of more careful, more team-based, but then again, it's all within my own opinion. And obviously, like COD children are going to disagree with me, and that's fine. But I don't know. I just find that yeah, of course. Yeah, there you go. Snipe me with a heavy machine gun. And my head is gone, apparently. But, yeah, like I said, all this game is all just good fun. And it's just something to kill time with. I've watching, like, the sort of trailers for these games psych me up more than I can tell you. Just because they're like movies. It's unbelievable. And just look at that tank. That tank looks beautiful. Like, it looks so. Oh, I want to bayonet charge someone. Can I get him? No, there's no one up here. Oh. I'll try to find footage of me bayoneting someone, and just sticking someone with a pointy end. Oh, that sounded lewd. And it's just the most satisfying thing ever. And I remember watching the Battlefield 1, like at some sort of con or some sort of. What was it? Yeah, trip E3, and there was it was up on these big video screens of people playing, and then like someone bayonet charged someone else, and then everyone started laughing just because it was such a good laugh when you see it. But I think that will be in future episodes. See, I'm a terrible shot, because in the heat of the moment I get twitchy and I get panicky. And I have a decent time reading where people will be and where people will go, but like in real life, I used to play airsoft with a friend of mine, and I would always sort of fake him out and come around on his. I was gonna sound bad. I was gonna come around on his backside. That sounds horrible. Come around, like flank him really badly, and just cover him in pellets and babies. And I must have faked him out 3 times in a row, like, because we'd have a little round of us trying to find each other in the woods. And I think, okay, we used to say, okay, I'll go in the woods, you try to find me. Okay, and then we, have a little scrap, and then you go in the woods and I'll try to find you. And I think 3 times in a row, I sort of faked him out. Like, I'd throw a rock and he'd look, and when he would be running through the woods, I'd then move and relocate. And then I'd get him where I wanted him, and I'd just boom, 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 and just cover him. But the thing was, I had a really, really cheap airsoft gun. It was only about $90, and he had like this $300 one, full steel. Oh, and he got me once in the bottom flappy part of my earlobe, and it swelled up to like the size of a grape. But it's par for the course. I got him a good number of times. I got him in the eyebrow. We were just wearing sort of like snowboarding goggles, and because I don't want to get a BB in the eye. And see, look how overpowered horses are. That's like 8 bullets just into a horse's body, and he's like, whatever, bro. And this is where I get. Oh, I didn't die. If a horse runs over you, like, I think you die. Well, you die, but I think you die of fright. It's unbelievable. Like, if a horse, obviously, if a 2,000 pound animal tramples over you, you're gonna die. But I don't think you should just instantly explode if a horse runs over you in this game. I think it's semantics. And I was bayoneted. At least you guys got to see one. But it was all in good fun. I think when I was playing that then, I laughed out loud. And this was super late at night. And just when you're up late at night playing video games, I find yeah, we probably got killed by the same guy. 0-3 for this guy, and screw him. But one thing that I really enjoy. There's so many things I enjoy about this game, but hopefully I can enjoy it some more when it comes out. It's released. I think it's October 19th. I'm not sure. But I hope you guys have enjoyed it. This has been the first of many Let's Play Saturdays. And subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much.